guys, how was your weekend?
Me, not good.
Oh, why?
I'm busy.
Okay. Me, it was a bit exhausting. We went to Montiguava yesterday. Also went to the shrine, and then Hanginan, and after we also went to the Gaisano to go shopping.
Wow, that was a little bit exhausting.
Yeah.
So today, let us talk about our favorite country. So, what is your favorite country?
Well, mine, of course, the Philippines, where I was born and raised.
Speaking of Philippines, the Philippines is an archipelago in South Asia consisting over 7,600 islands, with Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao being the three main geographical division. Its capital city is Manila, and the largest city is Quezon City, and the country's official language are Filipino and English. And it's also known for rich cultural diversity with over 170 languages spoken across the islands.
Wow, Philippines is a nice country, and there are a lot of islands there, and with its rich biodiversity. But anyways, my favorite country is Cambodia.
Mine is Myanmar.
Thailand is my favorite country.
Mine is Malaysia.
Mine is Indonesia. So, how about you, Princess?
Actually, I love Singapore and I've been dreaming to go there.
Well, Singapore is a nice country, and speaking of Singapore, Singapore is an island country and city-state in maritime Southeast Asia. Located at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula, about 85 miles, 137 kilometers north of the equator. Singapore has a diverse and multicultural population with significant Chinese, Malay, Indian, and expatriate communities. The capital of Singapore is the Republic of Singapore.
Also, Singapore is known for their developed economy, fair governance, best education, and lots of tourist spots.
So, since your favorite country is Philippines and yours is Singapore, can you give us a little background about the language of the country? So, who go first?
I'll go first. So, Singapore has a unique and structured approach to language policies and programs, reflecting its multicultural and multilingual society. Students in Singapore are required to master two different official languages, that is, English, their first language, and one of the ethnic mother tongues, which is their second language, and it is either Malay, Tamil, English, and Mandarin Chinese. English, the main language of administration, business, and education, it serves as the common language for Singapore's diverse population. The Mandarin Chinese, promoted as a mother tongue of Chinese Singaporeans. However, the Malay, the national language, reflecting the country's historical and cultural ties to the Malay world. It is used in national anthems and military commands. Lastly, the Tamil, one of the official languages, reflecting the presence of the Indian community in Singapore.
So, fact about Singapore, even if English language is excluded from the list of official mother tongues, like Mandarin, Bahasa Malay, Tamil, it is still recognized as an official language for practical reasons, such as ensuring socioeconomic mobility.
Wow, Singapore is indeed a multilingual country. How about the Philippines?
Well, the Tagalog and Cebuano are the most commonly native language, together comprising about half of the population in the Philippines. Filipino and the English language are the only official languages and are taught in schools. This, among other reasons, has resulted in a rivalry between the Tagalog and Cebuano language groups. The language policies and programs in the Philippines are designated to promote multilingualism, preserve local languages, and improve proficiency in both the English and Filipino language.
I'm really curious about the language policy and program in the Philippines and Singapore. Can you guys tell us?
Well, the Singaporeans encourage us to be proficient in both their English language and their ethnic language, which is their mother tongue. That includes the Chinese, Mandarin, the Malay, and Tamil. Bilingual education is provided by the Ministry of Education in Singapore. In terms of language policies, the English is the first language, so all students are taught in English, which is the medium of instruction in school for most subjects. The students also learn their respective mother tongue languages, which is the Mandarin, Malay, or the Tamil, to preserve cultural heritage and ensure bilingual proficiency. Which is in terms of also in the language programs, they have the mother tongue support programs that initiates to help students to achieve proficiency in their mother tongue languages, including the supplementary classes and online resources. They also have the language elective program, or LEP, that offers students opportunities to study languages such as French, German, Japanese, and Spanish at the secondary school level. Well, next is the Special Assistance Plan Schools, or SAP. This provide support to enhance both the English and Mandarin, focusing on nurturing bicultural proficiency among Chinese students. They also have Tamil Language Learning and Promotion Committee that promotes the use and learning of Tamil through various initiatives, competitions, and cultural programs. They also have the Malay Language Learning and Promotion Committee that is similar to the Tamil Committee that supports the teaching and cultural activities related to the Malay language. The Speak Good English movement, which encourages the Singaporeans the use of standard English to improve communication and global competitiveness. Lastly, the Promote Mandarin Council, which advocates the use of Mandarin among Chinese Singaporeans that supports activities to enhance Mandarin proficiency.
In the Philippines, the language policies in the Philippines aim to promote multilingualism, preserve indigenous languages, and enhance proficiency in both Filipino and English. In terms of language policy, there are three following language policy that is implemented in the Philippines, which are the Filipino as national language, English as medium of instruction, and regional language promotion. Filipino as national language is that the Philippines recognizes Filipinos based on Tagalog as the national language to symbolize unity and identity among its diverse population. It serves as a common language for communication. English as the medium of instruction is used as a medium of instruction in schools to facilitate learning and prepare students for global communication. And regional language promotion, regional languages are promoted and protected, especially for indigenous cultural communities, to preserve and celebrate the country's rich cultural diversity. And in terms of language programs, we have the Bilingual Education Policy, or the BEP, the K-12 Basic Education Program, the Mother Tongue-Based Multilingual Education, or the MTB-MLE, and English as the Second Language, or the ESL programs. First, we have the Bilingual Education Policy, which was implemented in 1974 that mandates the use of both Filipino and English as mediums of instruction. The policy aims to develop proficiency in both languages to ensure Filipinos can participate effectively in national and international spheres. Next, we have the K-12 Basic Education Program, which emphasizes the use of Filipino and English as the primary language of instruction starting from grade 4 onwards, with the mother tongue used in the early grades. The program aims to enhance language proficiency and prepare students for global competitiveness by strengthening their skills in Filipino and English. The third one is a mother tongue-based multilingual education that uses the learner's first language as a primary medium of instruction for kindergarten to grade 3, and this is a new program. This policy supports the development of reading and writing skills in the mother tongue before transitioning to Filipino and English. This policy includes 19 recognized local languages such as Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Hiligaynon, Bicolano, and others. Next, we have English as a second language program. This program aims to improve English proficiency among students and professionals. Lastly, we have the Filipino Language Development Programs. This program is to enhance the use and proficiency of the Filipino language, include curriculum development, teacher training, and the promotion of Filipino literature and media.
Both countries are interesting and their policies and programs are both implemented to develop proficiency in their languages. Since we already heard the languages, policies, and programs in the Philippines and Singapore, can you share what are your insight, criticism, and takeaways about the discussion, guys?
Well, my insights, criticism, and takeaways about the language policies and programs in the Philippines as well as in Singapore are Philippines has a complex language policy with Filipino and English as official languages, but faces challenges in ensuring proficiency across all regions due to its diverse linguistic landscape. While Singapore's language policy emphasizes bilingualism with English as the main language for administration and education, alongside proficiency in a mother tongue, leading to high levels of proficiency and contributing to its economic success. Also, Philippines focuses more on English proficiency, reflecting historical ties, while Singapore emphasizes bilingualism to maintain cultural heritage and enhance global competitiveness. Singapore is more centralized and systematic approach to language education has led to higher proficiency levels compared to the Philippines, which faces challenges in implementing its bilingual policy effectively.
And for me, Philippines language policy reflects its multilingual nature, with numerous regional languages and dialects alongside Filipino and English, creating a diverse linguistic landscape, while Singapore's strong emphasis on bilingualism that has contributed to its economic success and multicultural harmony, as high proficiency levels in English and mother tongues are maintained.
All I can say is, in the Philippines, focusing in English makes it harder for kids. In rural areas, it goods English education, which can make the gap between the rich and the poor even bigger, since focusing so much on English might make kids forget their local languages and cultures, which is our important parts for identity and heritage also. In Singapore's policy of learning English and a mother tongue can make us students feel the pressure to do well in English and their mother tongue, and can lead to stress and taking away from other important parts of learning.
Go. Well, for me, focusing on English in the Philippines and bilingualism in Singapore could lead to a loss of diversity in languages and cultures, as a young people may prioritize learning these languages over their own heritage languages.
Wow! Thank you for sharing your opinions and discussing the language policies and programs in both countries. It is an honor hearing all of that. It is indeed important to know the country's language policies and programs, since the language shaped the country.
Well, I hope you learned something today, and I do hope that in the next episode you will also listen to our podcast.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you and goodbye.